Tess was really clear right from the beginning that this R&D period was going to be an R&D with a difference. It wasn't about the product, it was much more about the process.
So we came in at the beginning of the 10 days and we had this story, the stimulus, which was the Magic Snow Globe, which was a story that Tessa wrote 6 years ago.
The story has kind of served as a jumping off point for then what we've been playing with in the R&D.
We've kind of gone here, there and everywhere since.
What quickly became the most interesting thing of the story was this intergenerational relationship, and particularly between a granddaughter and a grandmother.
Very naturally, that led to the idea of outreach that was about an intergenerational relationship. By talking a lot about the why of the show, about why is intergenerational work important, the importance of the story slightly fell away and the importance of the outreach became much sharper.
Very often when you do arts work, there's an outreach participation element, but it can often feel sort of tacked on. It can often feel like a box ticking exercise. And we really wanted to talk about how can we make outreach and the participatory work the core of the work. How can we work with those people? How can we bring those people together, explore an intergenerational relationship and improve that or foster that through outreach? And then what project will come out of that work that we do with these participants?
Then we just started exploring all kinds of ideas, like what would our perfect outreach project look like? Who do we need in the room to do that? Who is it for? Why are we making it? And then what is it?
More of a why rather than a what provocation at the start. So the why was, to work with intergenerational participants and create something collaboratively, has now thrown up several whats of what it could be. And they'll all be guided by the group of people that we work on with it.
So we're just exploring those ideas, but through a lot of conversation and lots of different forms of storytelling. So we've used shadow puppetry, verbatim storytelling, music and sound, projection, video, lots of things. Obviously the artists who we brought into the room all came with an area of expertise and we wanted to explore all those different forms.
It's really, really good. It's like sort of throwing all your cards up in the air and reshuffling them around and just seeing what happens.
The most exciting thing for me was being part of a process where there wasn't the necessity to come up with something and it to be a finished product.
I've been able to go down some rabbit holes that I have always wanted to go down.
We've got people from all different backgrounds, all different talents and the way that they think and their experience is very different. So I've learned a lot from that. I've never worked in a room with a technologist, for example. So we had a technologist in the room and an animator. I've actually never worked with an animator before.
Amy's done a brilliant job, the director, to just sort of keep posing questions, keep preventing it from just going down a track.
Our journey has brought us to 5 or 6 different shows that we now want to make, which is amazing. Approaching the R&D in this way at this time has been incredibly important to me as an artist. I think the last year has been a real struggle to do anything creative. Having this time with other people to bounce off each other after just being isolated at home for such a long period of time has been incredible. And I think the ideas that have come out have been so much richer because of it. And also the whole community element of it, I feel, is so much more important now than it ever has been.
It's just really heartening to look back at this very full creative process with a wonderful group of people and realise that we don't have any work in progress sharing to show people, but that was never the aim. The aim from the beginning was always to think much more about the process and not the product. And so subsequently we've really had a chance to investigate that, not just as a team of people, but individually as well.
It's kind of like, really widened my view of arts, I guess, and the power of it and what it can do and how it affects you as an artist.
It feels like what's been a really hard year, this is now a springboard, And the only thing is I'm feeling impatient to get going. I want to make all 5 or all 6 shows. We can start talking to them and seeing what opportunities arise and what communities there might be out there looking for things. And we've got a raft of kind of ideas that might be able to suit different things now. So yeah, feeling a really exciting time.